Hi everyone. Today we are going to be making salmon patties. For this project you will need 14.75 ounces of salmon that's canned, drained well, skin and bones removed. A 1/4 cup of onion finely chopped, a 1/4 cup of red bell pepper finely chopped, a tablespoon of parsley chopped, 1 egg, 1/4 cup coconut flour, and 1 teaspoon grapeseed oil or oil of your choice. Now if you didn't catch all that, don't worry. If you go to my Facebook page, Down Home Cooking for the SCD Diet, I will have the recipe posted there for you. So to save time, since this is my first YouTube video, I have already gone ahead and in my food processor I have chopped the bell pepper, the onion, and the parsley. So I'm going to put that in the bowl with the salmon, and trust me, you want to pick out the bones. People have told me that, you know, the bones, you can leave the bones in, and I don't know, when I was going through it, the bones seemed pretty tough. I don't think I'd want to eat them. So I would suggest that they get chopped up or taken out. Okay, let's see, we're going to need all this because I probably took out more than I saved out of the can because it kind of was a little mushy. Alright, so we're going to stir that together. So what we have in here again is the salmon that I've gone through and removed the bones and the skin. And you know what? When I was doing this, it didn't really turn me on too much here. I think the next time I try this recipe, I'm going to do fresh salmon instead of canned salmon. But let's see how they turn out. They could turn out just perfect. So next I'm going to be adding the egg. Oh, that was kind of messy. And I'll stir that in. All right. Then we're going to stir in a 1/4 cup of the coconut flour. Oh, I should have had this open already. All right. I'm going to turn on my stove to medium high. All right, so there's 1/4 cup of coconut flour going in. I like to use grapeseed oil a lot, and it is legal for the SCD diet because it has such a clean taste and you really don't taste anything. I don't think olive oil would be too bad in this. I think the original recipe might have called for olive oil, but it also called for breadcrumbs, so you have to change things up every now and then and decide what you think is going to taste good. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Looks like it's moldable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the grapeseed oil in. 1 teaspoon, which I don't think is going to be enough. There we go. That's about 1.5 tablespoons. Swirl it around in the pan. Pans are kind of beat up. Okay, so I'm going to let that get a paper plate. And let's start forming the patties. Push everything out of the way. And that's not too distracting. Okay, so we're going to form the patties. I think I may not get as many patties as I normally would have because I took out more of the salmon, like I said, because it didn't look good to me. But let's see what we get. So I'm taking a little bit bigger than a, that's enough. There you go. I'm taking about this, a little bigger than a golf ball, and then just form it. Just form it into a patty. I'm going to set it on the paper plate until the oil is hot enough and I can put them all in at one time. So a little bit bigger than a golf ball. Throw a little bit in there so we know when it's ready. That's how I check my oil. It's getting there. Keep your eye on that. Don't let it burn. Let me know if it's getting too brown. I'm a little distracted over here making patties. Okay. And that's my little puppy over there. If you hear her him whining, he's so cute that I always call him a girl. Luckily he doesn't know any difference. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I've got 5 patties made, and I think that's probably as many as I'll be able to fit in the pan, so I'll put these in, and then I'll keep forming the others. So here we go. Ooh, that sounds nice. Put them in and don't let them touch so that they'll brown around all the edges and not steam. Actually, I'm just going to put 4 in so they're not crowded. Okay, sorry, left. I'm going to wash my hands real fast. No, I'm not. I still have to make patties. So we're going to cook these for approximately 2 to 3 minutes, I guess. We'll watch them and see when they start looking like they're browning up the edges, then we'll flip them over. They smell really good. You know what? It didn't call for any salt. We'll have to see how that turns out. Put all this together in one. It might be a little bit bigger than the others, but that's how it works sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to form this last patty, then I'm going to go wash my hands. Oops, got some on the counter. That's not good. Okay. Now, gonna have to wait for them to turn. This first video, I have not really mastered my editing at all yet, so this one's gonna not be edited at all. What you see is what you get here. So let's see what they look like. Oh, pretty. Turn the other one. Ooh. Ooh, they look very pretty. Smells like salmon in here. Let's put that over there. Get a paper plate, and we'll put some paper towels on it. Don't think it's going to get too greasy because there isn't that much oil. But just in case. They look really pretty. Reshape that one. Oops. Tear that one apart. Poor thing. I'll bring this over here. All right. Everything in here, well, except for the egg, is pre-cooked or can be eaten on the raw side. So basically what we're doing is cooking the egg and heating everything else up. So I've got 3, so this made 7, and I think the recipe said 8. So if you made them a little bit smaller, you could probably get the full recipe out of it. Let's try, see what they look like. Oop, they're still, I can feel that they're still soft. They have not firmed up yet. I'm going to put a little bit more oil in there, turn up the heat a little. some oil gets underneath each so they're not sticking and they'll brown better. At least in my opinion. Oh, well, see, that's what you get when you play with your food. That's what you get. Oh. Alright. We won't tell anybody that happened, okay? It's just between you and me. Nobody else needs to know. I'll just shape it up. Make sure that one goes on our plate. I'm going to leave them alone. That's probably what you're out there saying. Just leave them alone. Let them fry. That's what I'm going to do. So while this is frying, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Lisa. I have a dear friend who is on the SCD diet. She's been on it for about 3 years or so, so she can pretty much have everything that's legal on there, on that diet. If you're just starting out the SCD diet, I suggest that you speak to your doctor before you try these recipes, because there may be things that are too advanced for you if you're just trying. But Lauren can have, like I said, can have, I think, everything that's legal on the diet. There are some things she can't. I shouldn't say that, because I have to even tweak sometimes the SCD diet recipes, because there's things that she can't have that they put in there. So as I do these recipes, if there's something that you can have that I'm not using, feel free to put it in there. But for Lauren, so I don't make her sick, I stick with what she says she can have. Ooh, that one's a little dark, but they're all dark now. Now they're cooking. Come on, you stay together. Stay together.